What's up, guys? I thought I'd put one more out for The Walking Dead before next week because next week is The Wolf Among Us. But anyways, here with the discussion. This one's going to be on Sarita's bite or her severed arm. Now, personally, I think that she'll die from becoming a walker because I cut her arm off, and I think the blood that was on Clementine's hatchet whenever she was killing the walkers will get into her bloodstream and then affect her that way. Now, I'm going to explain my reasoning behind this because people have been questioning me about it. Now, I do think it's also a possibility that she could die from blood loss, because you remember back in episode 2 of season 1, Mr. Parker, he had a severed wound, or severed limb, and he ended up dying anyway. They couldn't really treat it too much, and he died that way. Now, I don't see that being the approach Telltale is taking. She could die that way. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think they rather, have her still be infected. Like, if Kenny finds some supplies to actually bandage Sarita up, then they'll just ignore that whole biting scene, and her fever will kick in later on because of the bite with the infection throughout her bloodstream. Now, you look at this picture right here. You see Clementine covered in blood. You see her whole cheek. Both cheeks are covered in blood. Now, you look at this one. I know it's not in the same position, but you look at this one. You see Clementine with the cut, and one cheek does not have the blood over it. So that's what I think, that Sarita will get infected by the bloodstream, because Clementine knows that if walker blood gets into, fresh blood, then it will infect the rest of the blood, and therefore you get infected. Now, Telltale kind of pointed out with these two pictures right here, and that is why I think that Sarita will get infected due to, the blood getting into her bloodstream. Now, of course, there's the argument of Reggie survived because it was an immediate cut. But that's different. He probably had, a fresh machete chop, not a machete covered in walker blood or anything. So there's a difference between that. If walker blood's cut the wound, when you slice, the blood can actually get into the wound and infect it that way. So that's what I think. So tell me what you guys think about that. Anyways, on to, not cutting her arm off. Yeah, she's pretty much done for it. There's nothing else that can help her out. Of course, there'll be some mentions of Lee. I think so, because obviously, Miley cut his arm off, so I can see Kenny bringing that up and kind of like feeling bad about that. It's like, oh, Lee didn't make it. We cut his arm off and he died, or he got infected anyway. So yeah, it's pretty much over for you, Sarita. Now, I'm going to bring up two different scenarios that could happen after the whole getting out of the herd and everything. So if you remember in episode 3, Bonnie had a backpack on. What if that backpack contains medical supplies and she's going to use it on Sarita to bandage her up? And then they go about their own business, okay? And then the second scenario is that Sarita's bit, and then they decide to go on anyway and ignore her bite until she actually starts feeling ill. So think about it. Both ways, you have Sarita cut arm, you have Sarita with a bite. Both ways, they'll keep on going on until she starts feeling sick. And therefore, I'm guessing both ways she'll get sick anyway and start to become a walker. So that's pretty much it. That's my prediction. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, put your thoughts down below. Be sure to subscribe for more, and I'll catch you all later. I'm out. Before I do go, the giveaway that I started about 2 weeks ago ends in exactly 12 hours since the video has been published. So be sure to check back on Sunday or Monday to see if you won, and contact me as quickly as possible on YouTube, Twitter, Steam, just anywhere. Be sure to harass me, because I will give you the code as soon as you contact me. No hesitation. Be sure to add me on Steam if you won, and just have some kind of verification. I will ask you your name or something like that, so know that, of course, when you ask me. And of course, that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.